Hello everyone, and welcome back to my shop. Been doing a little work on with the Kubota today, so it's kind of blocking the way. Also been doing a little work on a Mopar, an 87 Dodge Dakota. Hope you all don't mind a little Mopar, so let's get to it. Alright, looks like I got a Dodge Dakota has invaded my shop here. That's my brother, Chuck. Chuck, what you got here, buddy?
1987 Dodge Dakota. Front brake problem. Intermittent locking up.
Alright. So, you've been troubleshooting, I guess, right?
Yeah, the people I bought it from have replaced the rubber brake lines. I've replaced the front calipers. It has new brakes on it. And now I have replaced the master cylinder. We had troubleshot it and decided that it wasn't pumping any fluid to the back brakes.
Alright. So you got a new caliper, you got new soft line. I see back there, I see a new hard line even down there going over to the differentiating valve, I guess is what they call it. And even with all that work done, it's still locked up on you. So further troubleshooting today, looks like you determined that the master cylinder may be the culprit. What happened, it was you cracked the lines and nothing came out of that first brake port here, this one right here. Now that controls the front brakes and this is the rear, and nothing came out of that. So, and even with pumping the brakes with both lines off, nothing would come out of that. So it's definitely a problem with that master cylinder. Now this is a 87, you said, right?
Yes.
All right.
3.9 V6.
With a carburetor, a Rochester 2-barrel. And how many miles you got on it?
107,000.
Well, it looks in good shape. Well, all right, I guess we need to start pumping them brakes and get them bled off to see what you got now, don't we?
Yep. Before the next project.
All right.
Back brake lines.
It's possible, but I looked here and I seemed to see. And
Well, they kind of run together too.
I was insane.
Yeah. I got a big bottle
Okay,
right here.
good. 'Cause right now they're full though.
Oh, okay.
All right. I'll start pumping. See if we can get some pedal. All right. So, you always start
On
on
the
the furthest one.
That would be back here in the back.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me move back there then.
Yeah, the back right side. There's that light right behind you if you need a light.
Yeah, I have it over here in the floor. I just
okay.
not sure where I'm gonna. Okay, it's here on top. anytime you are.
Holding it.
That had a little bit of air before
Okay.
fluid. Hang on.
All right.
Okay, it's tight.
I'll do it again. Okay.
Straight fluid.
All right.
Okay, it's tight.
I think the pedal feels all right, but you're the one. Let me spin these wheels. Let me see. See how easy that's spinning?
Yeah.
It wouldn't even do that the other time. Both of them by hand.
That's great.
All right, check your fluid.
Let me get out of the brake fluid off my gloves. I had it on your hand tools, so I have to wait.
Probably use a little bit more. Yeah.
Did you find? Oh. I didn't see a fill line on this.
Pretty much to the bottom of the plastic.
Right around there. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Might be too much, but that's all right. All right. I think see what you think of how it feels.
It's softer than it used to be, but it used to be too tight. It's
Yeah.
very tight.
Yeah. It's like
You know,
yeah.
If I put a big toe on it, the brake was coming on.
Yeah. I think it's all right.
All right, I'm gonna put the wheels on before I get underneath her.
So you feel compare it to mine. Mine's all totally rebuilt too. See, that's power
Yeah, it
brake.
feels just like yours.
Yeah. See, that's power brake.
Yeah.
Well, good deal. All right, it's bled up. Now you got to do.
Let me wipe these tools off, and then I'm gonna do the drive shaft center bearing. The middle U-joint, I'd probably.
Now Dodge, even though this is a half-ton pickup, has got a two-piece drive shaft underneath here. See if we can see it. And his center bearing is the rubber is deteriorated and it's causing vibration. So he's going to replace that while he's got it under here. So anyway, there we go. All right, need to clean up all that brake fluid, but it's all right. All right, well, good deal. Okay, we've addressed the brake problem. First time it happened, he was driving it home, and it locked up on him. That's after he that's after he test drove it for about 25 minutes, and it didn't give a peep of trouble. But anyway, they locked up. He called me. By the time I got there, they had cooled down enough to where they would turn. So he took it easy on the brakes, and it got him home. We took the wheels off, seen that the calipers looked in really bad shape. They looked like they possibly were original to the truck. This is like an 87. So we swapped out the calipers and put new shoes on it and new pins for the secures the calipers. And it's gone a good week or so without a problem, and they did it to him again. Well, we were troubleshooting, and this time I kind of suspected the master cylinder. And so I had him pump up the brakes and hold them, and I cracked loose this back fitting, and I got fluid squirting out. So I tightened it back up. I cracked this one. I got nothing. So I tightened it back up, had him pumping again, and I cracked it again and still got nothing. unscrewed it all the way, and nothing came out. It was bone dry. Uh, so I cracked this one back open while I had it, and lo and behold, it started dripping some fluid then after I cracked this one open and got some fluid going. So we determined the master cylinder was bad. It should have at least leaked out of both. Ends up, the backs for the front brakes. This front reservoir, I guess, is for the rear. And now, when he applies the brakes, we can actually spin the wheels by hand. The actual rotors, before we even put the wheels on, we could spin them by hand. So they're fully releasing now. So someone had, apparently they had this problem for a while and they were troubleshooting it. And I pointed it out, but they put new rubber lines, the soft lines to each front, and even the hard line all the way back here to the proportioning valve, or differential valve, however you want to call it. I think it's called a combo valve anymore. But anyway, so someone has been doing some work on them. The shoes are new on the back also, but it still would lock up. So looks like that master cylinder's it. Now he's had to take that carrier bushing to, I mean, you just don't get that thing off. He's going to take it to a machine shop and have them press it off and press the new one on. So hopefully he'll have that running soon. I tell you, a half-ton truck with a 2-piece drive shaft. Oh well. Here.
Thank you. I brought some axle grease.
Okay, I've got some right here too, if you want some.
Okay. How do you recommend just?
Well, you got a boot. So I just put it on this.
Like that? Oh, okay.
Just on the.
The spline.
Yeah, I wouldn't go too crazy.
Oh, okay.
Remember that, because dust can get up in there and it'll stick to it. Like my PTO shafts on my Kubota, I tried it once with it, and crud would stick to it, and it'd get to where it wouldn't slide. It would make a thump. You could hear it, when it would finally break loose, and move, it would finally boom. All right, you got them fade? Yep, you got it marked good. Okay, good deal. Here, I'll hold him. All right. Okay.
See something. What the slot there?
Okay, your shaft is not going on straight. Look, like that. Okay.
Okay. I couldn't see the other end.
Okay. It's going to be a pain to get them splines lined up. There we go. There you go. I think you got him. I was saying on the recording, why in the world does a half-ton pickup got a split drive shaft?
Yeah, exactly. Does that look right to you?
Looks good. Look, there's your mark here. Mark, you're in phase
Okay.
all the way.
All right.
That's the thing. So that'll keep your vibration down and your,
All right, I need to get.
well, mainly vibration.
I need to get your needle nose and a little screwdriver I was using. Brakes feel different.
It's cold.
Yeah.
Remember carburetors. Yeah, you better not hit that Chevy.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, it stops. That's good.